Whenever I'm going to click on new button, that is a empty form will open in front of you, and then we need to mention what kind of the discovery we need to start. Okay, now let's we start with a I'm going to give a new name for the particular discovery. It's a local network discovery. I'm going to just provide because in our network, how many IP ranges are there? I don't know. So if I know that IP ranges, then only I can find out, I can try to run some kind of the discovery. That's the reason, first of all, I need to find out the IP addresses. How many IP addresses are there in our organization? Local network discovery. So local network discovery is there. Simply discover what kind of the discovery we need to start. We need to go with a configuration items or IP addresses, networks or cloud application, cloud resources or serverless. Anything you need to do that. Now I'm going to use that finding of your IP addresses. Okay, our networks also both are same. Right, IP addresses I need to find out what kind of the which kind of the mid server can try to useful for this particular area. I'm going to just mention that in this mid server, so which is active mid server. So I'm going to use see that up position is there. I'm going to select this mid server, right? And location will also be there. What is the meaning of the location means? For example, I need to mention. See, my servers are having in a particular US or UK, in whatever maybe for example in Hyderabad. So some servers are there. So these particular IP ranges discovery will ready to continue for this location. So which locations we need to find out. So that is the optional only. It's not for mandatory to give a location area. So it is not any kind of the changes while you are going to start with your discovery. Simply, whenever if you want to mention, you can mention. Otherwise, you can leave it empty. So nothing to worry about that, right? And see here, for example, whenever we start a discovery, then how much of time we need to take to run a discovery? For example, see, the discovery was started. So 1 hour completed or 2 hour completed. Up to how many hours it will try to run a discovery means so we need to mention whether 10 minutes or 20 minutes or 1 hour, whatever it may be. So we not mention anything means it will write to continuously. So it will run as per the mid server area. So mid server parameters we given now. So that mid server can write to run and write to get a data from your third party applications every 40 seconds, right? Everything we discussed or not. So same like that, 40 seconds or 50 seconds, it will try to run and it will try to gather some data from your third party applications until it will complete. If not, for example, I just mentioned that the maximum runtime is this discovery can run as per your user specification. Whenever we are going to use a hour or minute or seconds, whatever, maybe that seconds only, that minutes only, ready to run the discovery on your third party applications. So, and the runtime is also there. What is the runtime means like a daily. If you want to mention the daily means in whichever it can ready to run. If not, for example, if there is a I'm not mentioning any kind of the timings means 00 means night 12 o'clock it will ready to run. And then daily, weekly is also there. So weekly means if any every week in a particular day. So Monday or Tuesday, whatever it may be, in the day it will try to run monthly, periodically, once on demand, weekdays, weekends, month last day, calendar quarter end, and after discovery. These are all will be as per your user specification. You need to mention and you need to run your discovery as per your timings, right? So, for example, now I'm going to say that on demand. On demand is nothing but whenever we require, then only at the time only we need to click on discover, then only it will try to run the discovery. So, not for anything because I'm not mentioning any daily or weekly, monthly or something, right? So, I'm going to just say that on demand. On demand means it will show the one related links option. So discover now option it will show in your area. Whenever I'm going to click on demand, then okay, so this is fine. On demand will be there, and you can mention the credential aliases. So now I'm going to checking of your IP address. So why we need to mention that credential aliases? If I'm going to just finding of any kind of the configuration item means we need to mention credential aliases. So if not, for example, you can see if you want to give a credential aliases also, you need to mention the credential aliases. So what kind of the credential aliases are there? SN, CICD, Spoke, CICD. These credential aliases will be available in this area. You need to mention any kind of the credentials, or otherwise you can leave it. This is not a mandatory thing. If it is not mentioning also, nothing to worry. It will try to find out the IP addresses, right? That's the reason. And now you can see and a log state changes. What is the meaning of this one? Means, for example, these mid server can try to run means if any log messages when try to create it or not. Yes, we need to create a log messages also, log changes, log state values will change. Yes, the Shazam batch size is a 1000. So here that is a cluster support is also there. By default, it will be available. So these are all the Shazam. Shazam is I already said what is a Shazam? Shazam is nothing but it will find out the which kind of the OS or which kind of the port number will be present. Then automatically, according to the port number wise, it can be identified what kind of the device it will be. Right? So that's the reason. Now simply I'm going to just click on save. I'm going to click on discovery schedule. I'm going to click on save it. Now you can see after saving the record, so discovery schedule was saved. Now I want to run the discovery now. Okay, I want to run the discovery now only. So how to do that? You can see before running the discovery and see here in our mid server we not mention any IP addresses because see I given all, that's the reason it will try to check all the IP ranges, but that much of time I no need to wait for that. So that's the reason I need to give a one range. So what does it means? Like a IP ranges I need to provide. In between these two ranges only you need to discover and find out if any devices will be there or not. You can mention. So I need to provide that is a quick ranges. So quick ranges I am going to click. Now I'm going to mentioning of a quick ranges. See, these quick ranges are helpful for the without giving any IP addresses of your mid server also you can ready to give in this area. So it will ready to save that IP ranges in this area at the time while running of your discovery schedules. These IP ranges will ready to so search. In this IP ranges only it will ready to search something. Right? Now 192.168.1.0 will be there. So I just am mentioning that and you can see 192.168.1.10 I'm just mentioning means 0 to 10. So in this make I'm going to make a ranges. Now you can see if any discovery will run and try to identify any devices or not we need to mention. So we need to check. So we'll see. So why I given this kind of the range means I know the little bit IP ranges of your my devices. That's why I given. If in case if you don't know IP ranges means simply you can give the discover now without giving IP ranges. Also it will work, but it takes much time to run and try to get the data. So that's the reason. So now I'm just mentioning that these between these 0 to 10 IP ranges only I need to find out any devices will be there or not. Now we can see so in that related list, simply I'm going to click on discover now. You can see the discovery has to start now. So initially it is showing as a started number is 1. Whenever it will complete, then these number will also be become 1. Then the discovery was completed. So now you can see I'm going to just click on discover number. So this is the status of the discovery. Now, so this discovery was started. You can see here discovery log. I'm not mentioning any kind of the probe, any kind of this what is like a sensors or anything. So directly by default, all the informations will be ready to entering. You can see the ECCQ view value is also there. Shazam topic is running in this area, and this is output. Output is nothing but these probes will directly going to the third party applications ready to check and the state is ready. And after a few seconds, what kind of the changes will appear? We need to show. Just we'll wait a few minutes and then we need to check. So if any devices will find out, it will show the devices area also. Logs will be find out. Logs also we need to mention. And you can see the started and state is a completed. So now I'm going to refresh this one. So we need to check if any devices will be ready to identified or not in this area in this IP ranges. Yes, completed is a one. So you can see now discovery logs are there. Now, what does that mean? So in this area, discovery was started, and you can see it was the ECCQ input is a empty and CI is also empty. Source is a discovery. So initially, no devices can find out. Okay, and then so 2020, in this date, just now, so information discovery was completed. At the time, it was find out one device, 192.168.1.1. I not mentioned anything 1.1, right? So these device has so appeared. And next one is a after completion of the discovery, then it is now classifying. We already discussed in the previous classes. What does that means? First of all, we need to scanning, classifying, identifying, classifying, then after that, so exploration. So these four methods can try to follow the discovery. So in this area, now the active and now classifying. So the Shazam ECCQ input is a Shazam, and these Shazam will try to identify this device. Now really the devices will be present means we have the two devices will be there. Now you can see 192.168.1.1. So the CMDB CI is not present in now because so this is a new device. It is not present in your CI. Okay. So and classification probe is also not there. Class is also not there. Means it is not classified. So it is not classified till now. So slowly it will try to classify. It will try to mention in this area and see 192.168.1.5 is a now it was classified as a Unix server. What is the server name? Unix server it was identified. So this is the Unix server. Current activity is a Unix server. And what kind of the ECCQ methods will be there means you can see first of all, so Shazam, SNMP, SSH, and HTTP, WINS, DNS, printer, OSX, all the probes are running in this area with a Shazam topic. 1,000 I given already, yes or no? Shazam contains thousands of probes. So the all probes can write to input. Okay. So then process. So initial actually this is the starting one. So output now process and that at the time is empty and then same sensors will write to process and giving as a input like a processed one. So initially it was shown as a ready state and processing state. Now it was processed. Now it was there is a process at this time. 3 minutes ago, it was processed and identified something. And you can see the discovery logs also we need to mention. Means these discovery can try to identify your local network area. What kind of the devices will be right to present. I got it, I understood. So now in this area, two devices will be there on your particular area. 192.168.1.1 and 192.168.1.5 is also there. So remaining 0 to 10 I given only two are identified. Okay, I understood. This is a discovery schedule whenever we keep a discovery schedule.